What's up, my beautifuls? How are you? I hope you are having a beautiful evening or daytime where you are. I wanted to come on and just chit chat with you guys. It is literally a little after 12 o'clock midnight on a Thursday going into a Friday. And I wanted to talk about some spiritual stuff, some spiritual things with you. So if you're open to that, please stick around. If you're new to me, hi, welcome. I am Naja Versailles. I'm also known as Brahma Swarupa Chaitanya Lalitamba. I am a spiritual architect, intuitive reader, Ascension mentor, and basically helping, well, I would say more guiding ones to remembering who they truly are and ascending into who they remember. And so I teach and I offer services in intuitive reading, medium, psychic readings, and I'm excited about a workshop that I have been working with Shri Vidya on, and it's coming together. I'm also working on a few other things that will go along with this workshop. And so I wanted to talk about spirituality. And there's a lot of ones remembering who they are, and I'm very, very so happy that is happening. And it's interesting to watch it because I come from a spacing where one of the few ones who were on the grounds and underground teaching, and through mystery school teachings, and just really trying to get it out, and I'm among a few that were always being watched by others and followed by others, all because of this information, and seeing that a lot of the work that many of us have put through, many are awakening around the world. With that being said, there are many of you that know something, see, are aware, but frustrated because you don't know how to align, how to ascend into these higher frequencies. Also, you feel quite alone, you feel unheard, you feel confused. Many of you do very well in the material world. You make very good money. You have everything, house, car, businesses, everything material you can think of is very well, but you still feel something is missing. You're not aligned. You're not connected. You feel empty. A lot of times when people make their first million, their first 10 million, or even their first 100 million, it's a rush. There's something of a fulfillment in one aspect. Another aspect is like, oh my God, what I can do. And then there's a plateau. There's a feeling of you're in between. And you don't know what to do. You don't know what that is. So some people, what they do, we revert back to probably what they did as a kid, what they remember their parents doing, which is to go to church, read the Bible, try to find God, everything outside of themselves. We're in a spacing which many of us, including myself, been working on, which is we've understood everything's in. Everything is in. There's nothing outside. it's in. The world, the food, the air, everything is in. But there are veils upon veils to distract you from tapping in, or knowing how to tap in, or remembering how to tap in. How do I tap in, Naj? How do I connect to that? And this is a familiar question I receive a lot through emails, through your messages. You know, I'm working on this, I'm working on that. I don't know how to tap in. You know, where do I start? What does that mean? You know, many are afraid to even listen to the voice that is guiding you, right, to tap in. And because of that fear, you've created a block, right? It could be the tiniest grain of fear. Same way the tiniest grain of belief, tiniest grain of faith can change everything. The tiniest grain of fear can change everything too. What have you been hearing? What have you been seeing? What have you been feeling? You're not going cuckoo. You're not losing your mind. Actually, it's your soul speaking to you to say, drop the blocks. Let me in. But how would that look, Naj, to my constituents, my associates, everyone around me? You know, I lead 200 people in my business. I do this, I do that. Yeah, you do all these things on the outside. Very good. But you're doing nothing for your inside. You're blocking your inside. Do you know what your blueprint says? Do you know what your blueprint is showing you? Have you looked at it? Let me know in the comments. Have you looked at your blueprint? Do you understand how to read, connect to the symbols, to the sound frequencies of your blueprint? Are you listening to your blueprint? Because your blueprint has a sound. All the distractions that are going on in the world is beautifully choreographed. And more is going to be added, more dancers, more trumpets, more is going to be added to that choreography. And with those things that's going to be added, it is to contain you. At that point, it wouldn't matter how much you are making. It doesn't matter at that point. The illusion is you make more money, you do more money, you're going to be all right. There's no such thing. There's no guarantee. That is a game being played. You want to learn more of what I'm talking about? You want a one-on-one with me? Check out my website, click the link in my bio, and get on the wait list. Get on the wait list. The link is in my bio. I love you guys.